Well, welcome, guys. Welcome. This is ChatTactic. We're starting a bit earlier this week, just for the simple reason that I've actually got a live stream over on the Slytherin Twitch channel following this one. Basically, I wanted to give myself a little bit of time between this and that stream, so we'll be trying to sort of move through this one fairly fast. So anyway, welcome along. Got any questions, any suggestions, anything like that? Just sing out. I don't have any plans at all for today. I was really hoping that I'd be able to go through a lot of the stuff for Age of Wonders 4 with the Eldritch Realms DLC, but I haven't got a key yet, and I don't think anyone has. I've been sort of looking to see if anyone else has got content other than the people with the inside run, like the people that have been doing content, specifically for the game, and I'm not one of them. So I think we can see what we can see, but that's about it. I'll just make sure I am actually streaming. Actually, I did check before, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay. Should be up and running. Yep, there we are. So, okay. So anyway, unusual time for us, but we'll just sort of get through the bits and pieces. Hi, David. How you going? Saying Fog Kingdoms with Scotland. There we go. That's been my test bed for so much of doing a Field of Glory Kingdom. I haven't played any of that this week, actually. I've just been I've been working pretty hard this week in my day job, and then I've been just doing little bits and pieces where I can. I did get your email, but I didn't get a chance to actually test the game out again. Sorry, so I didn't get to sort of check to see if the changes had made any difference to it. So hi Mike, how you going? And Veering Games, hi guys, welcome. Anyway. Next fest, we've only got like half an hour, I think, before that one finishes. I believe. I think so. If you do want to, it's actually not worth getting anything for half an hour if it does expire in that time. I don't know if it actually will or not, but anyway, there have been some pretty good games that have come out, and we did that one last week, of course. So I won't go through that again. I think we'll start off. Well, actually, one game that I was streaming yesterday on my Twitch channel, and the community manager happened to be in there, was Quasimorph, and so he gave me a key while I was streaming to actually then go and actually have a look at what's coming in the new version that's going to be coming in Quasimorph, which I'm not sure when that's. Maybe we'll have a look at that. Maybe we'll start off there. Oh, the giveaway for today as well. Actually, Mike's sort of saying, hi Matthew, Mike's saying, I need some help with Fog Kingdoms. When I search FOGK guides, essentially nothing comes up. Actually, David's saying, best demo for me was Hollywood Animal. I don't even know that one, actually. I've never heard of that one. That's interesting, actually. Maybe if we get, maybe we better look at that now while it's still actually up there. So Hollywood Animal, there it is. Oh, that looks interesting. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on, I've got to be very careful with sound. I'll just keep the sound off. Oh, okay, so it's a movie making game. There we are. Here we are. Okay, I don't know anything at all about it, but there's no. I don't know if there'll be much written about it as well. There's a demo there. I'm not sure when the demo will actually finish. So Yogg's Castle, they did a video on it, but no, I don't know anything at all about that one. So anyway, we'll keep on moving forward. Okay, so Matthew's saying I enjoyed Metal Slug Tactics demo. Needs some work yet though. Let's have a look at that one as well. Just have a look at some of these while there's just a few minutes left on the next fest. Metal Slug Tactics, and again, I won't play it with sound. I can sort of, if I know that something's got licensed music, I'm okay. Oh, that looks. I actually really like these sorts of games, to be honest. That looks pretty damn good, actually. So this is almost like a battle isle type game. To a degree, I guess. But not random maps. barracks. Yep, take your time. Yep, maximise its synergies. This will go for fair bit of time. This looks very good, actually, I've got to say. I wanted to sort of have a bit of a look out for this one. Once you select your operating zone, you can choose, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Actually, what was that last one? You stick to the classics and choose, yeah, okay, that's fine. So you're choosing your people. So it's just going through the through what you can then go and do. So they race off. Once you select your operation zone, you can choose the most advantageous route for liberating the area. Oh, so it's almost like a God, what's it called? Not I always think of frozen synapse, but it's not that. It's falling. I forget the name. Anyway. So this looks pretty damn cool, actually. So you're liberating different areas. I wonder what sort of maps they do actually have. Okay, so every mission has different objectives and rewards. Looks good. That looks very good. I won't keep on looking at it, but I actually wish I had have played that one, actually. That looks very, very nice. I might even jot that one down. Slug Tactics. There we are. It's on my little list of games to look out for. All right. Well, anyway, let's leave that that alone for a second. And I forgot what we were going to be looking at. There was something else we were going to be doing beforehand, but I can't think of what it was. So, so David is saying the crew who did this is the police. Okay, David is saying Cringer had a sponsorship to play Animal Hospital for 1 hour. He did 20 hours. Wow. That's incredible. Okay, so obviously there's a bit of fairly engaging. Let's have a quick drink. Hi Bob, how are you going? All right, let's keep on moving forward. We were going to have a look at what was I going to show you? I was going to show you Quasimorph, because that does actually have some pretty good stuff coming its way. Now I don't know if it'll tell us what's coming with the next iteration of it. It's still in early access, or it should be in early access yet. So it's still an early access game, but 0.7 is releasing fairly soon, and it's quite unique. I was just playing it before I started recording, actually, again, just to sort of see a few different things. I might even fire it up actually and just talk a little bit about it. But it's recent reviews very positive, 81%. The other ones were 79%. So they're around about the 80% positivity. I think it deserves more than that, to be honest. This game, it really is quite interesting. This aspect of it that I just don't understand, like at all. Like I don't understand how the Quasimorphs actually do come through. So Team Games are saying you're excited to play Age of Wonders DLC. I am, yes, but I haven't received any notice at all about it, and so I've got no idea what it's like. Except for reading the dev diaries, of course. You can see that it's going to be a good DLC. Actually, which we'll maybe spend some time with that one and have a bit of a look and see what does go on with that. Take on the role of a hardened PMC fighter. Let's just have maybe we'll just open it up and I'll sort of just show you a little bit of it. Although maybe this is actually doing a good job of showing the game. I might restart this and we'll just go through, because this one does this is summarising it quite well. Now I don't think I can actually play it with the sound on. So the way it works is that you sort of set up your character going in with different sorts of equipment into the different missions. Missions have ranged from all sorts of different things. You choose your character in through there. You've got to then go and annihilate whatever you possibly can. Each of the different, it's in the solar system, and the different bodies in the solar system have got different biomes, as you can sort of see through here. Different groups also have different types of units. Different weapons do different things, like explosions, etc. You got different sorts of training as well as you sort of are moving through. It's pretty cool the way it does work. Be crazy. I'll just keep on pausing as we go. There's a thing that I don't really understand. That's the way that the Quasimorphs actually then sort of get to work. They've got these sort of monsters that end up sort of coming through. But and you can see there, this is the Quasi. As different things happen, the Quasimorph aspect increases over time, and they become more and more aggressive. They're like demons. You can see there with flamethrowers and things like this. So, which is quite interesting. And one of the cool things about it as well is that your actions actually impact what happens with the demons a lot, and also where you fight also impacts a lot of what goes on as well. You've got space travel around the place. The Mars system doesn't actually have the quasimorphs, so you can sort of just fight. If you're just wanting to fight against humans, then you can do that one. I might actually play a bit of it and just sort of show what it does do. Get contracts, yeah, that's fine. We've got the different sorts of contracts back and through here. Anyway, let's just go and play it ourselves, because it is a pretty cool game. And I'll just leave it there. Oops, yeah, just leave it there for a second. Just show it. I'll just show what it does do. Where have I put it? Where have I put it? That should be. There it is. So Pillar for saying Quasimorph is out of early access. No, but there is actually, I did get the opportunity to play the next version of it, the 0.7 version. And I've got to say, I didn't get to see much of what was in there, but this is, I'm allowed to show it, but I'm not allowed, basically I'm allowed to show it at this point in time, but I'm not sure when 0.7 is coming. At the moment it's 0.6 something, but they have changed a lot of what the quasimorphs actually do in this one. In fact, what we can do is we can start a new game. Let's just go to a new save. We'll skip this one. And good morning, boss. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Continue training, no. And now we've just got the supplies. Let's just go to, if we have a look at the actual system map, there's various locations. If we go sort of like into Mercury, so in the, it should then tell us quasimorphic status. Due to the weak presence of humans, Shamaktum is almost inactive. I'm not sure what that actually is. I think that's to do with the quasimorphs. Volcano, yep, that's okay. These are the various areas around Mercury. Venus is intensively terraformed at the end of the 21st century. Now this one should have a large quasimorph location with a quasimorph status. The mass construction of cities under geodesic domes led to the awakening of Ganix, the widespread phasing of its elements to the surface of the planet. Quasimorphic activity here is extremely high. So all studies of this phenomenon here gave particularly effective results. Now the quasimorphs of Ganix are fully fledged participants in the struggle for the solar system, which is strictly hidden by the hexarchy. Now we actually do have a part of what we do is our group. We're like a paramilitary group, almost bandits, but we accidentally opened up like a portal on Venus as one of the missions. We've got Mecta. So we've got three different missions in through here. Let's just see if we can start one of them. It's going to take 22 days to get there. That one's 27 days before that one expires. It won't matter where we go, because all of these will actually, all stations here are subject to quasimorphosis. So we do actually have those. If we stay back in Mars, then we don't actually have any to deal with. If we go to Earth, I think it's only the Moon that's got the quasimorphs on it, but Earth itself starts off without it. But if we just go across to Mecta, which is a tiny artificial planet called Mecta towards the Sun, and it's now just part of Venus. So we've got a thing where we've got the Daydream chems, I think, is against the Sunlight Coven. We've got a Sunlight Coven is going to often be the beneficiary there. That is actually going against one of the others, and Planet Bridge. Let's go to this one here. This is an elimination mission. Let's go and travel there first. Now, when we get to Venus, we do get a message from the quasimorphs, because this is their main base. This is a really cool game. There's so much in this game now. And the different locations are quite unique. So we've got a space station that we're around at this stage, so we're not going down to Venus itself. If we have a look at the system map, we can have a quick look and see, there's been no other ones, but Havoc itself is an orbital city. That's also now got a couple of different missions. That one looks pretty easy, actually. That's just a conquest mission. I won't play the actual missions out, but these ones here are that we'd have to go in and start destroying as much as we possibly can. The trouble with anything in Venus is going to be the quasimorph aspect. We've got Venus 2 colony. Yeah, let's just go back to Mecta. We do actually have these in through here. We'll do the... I'll do this one here, the espionage. Actually, no, I'll do it against the Coven, because they should actually sort of transform a fair bit more. Actually, that's beneficiary. This one here. Oh, this is an elimination. The owner, yeah, this is actually Zeklin is actually one of the quasimorphs themselves. Let's go this one here. Looks like we missed the other opportunity that we actually had. So we'll just go back and return. Just go and pick any old person at this stage. So I won't spend any time just doing this. I always like to go in with just a knife, but if we're just going to be showing this one, we'll take a knife. We'll take a assault rifle. In this case, we'll take a glory jacket, jeans, smuggle boots, balaclava. We'll take a tactical backpack. So it gives us more stuff we can then carry. Whereas this one uses these sorts of bullets, so we'll take those bullets with us. We've got things like stun grenades. So you sort of deck yourself out. Antibiotics, bandages, first aid kit, that'll do us. So we'll just go in with this guy, and we'll just go and return. And so we'll start the mission. But it's a really cool game. Like if you it's turn-based, but really quite cool. Just saying hi, Daz. Sorry, late to the party. Hope you're well. Yeah, no, I'm very well, thank you. Had a good weekend. My weekend is now over, but it was good fun. And so the overall look. This is actually a space station. If we land on the planet itself, we'll sort of see different things. The idea of the game, I'll sort of probably just rush through this one a little bit, but I'll just press. I'll just go into sneak mode, and we'll just sort of make our way through different locations. There's a workbench, nothing else in that room. So you can sort of, there is actually something in the game where you, oh, here we go. Is that one? It looks like it's unpowered. Yeah, it's all off. We need batteries to be able to open that one up. But we essentially would be going through. This is where we can sort of pick up more medical equipment. This is. Yeah, that's a cast, and that's a military first aid. I'll take that one. Have a look in there as well. There's more splints and more first aid kits. Anyway, let's not sort of dilly dally. But it's a very, very cool game. The way it does actually work, then go and work. Let's just move across. It's random each time you play it, which I also really like. You see, there's nothing around on this spaceship. There's some food. Food we'll just eat as we go. Actually, I might just take it with me. Because that then, you've got like a satiety meter. We've got somebody that we know is in there. I'm going to switch across to my weapons. I've got rapid fire and burst mode. This one only uses 2 ammo per shot, so let's go to that one through there. I'm just going to go and press X, and that way we don't get to see what's going on. Oh, there we go. We've got ourselves a journeywoman. We can see what they've got. Like this one here has got a special revolver. She didn't last long. Just go back to stealth mode again. Oop, there's another guy. It's only a trainee with a Garland self-loading pistol. The range on that one is probably going to be fairly low. It's only 3. So I'm just going to move across. There's another Mr. Meaty. We'll grab that. More bullets. Just go and throw them in there. That one's worth a fair bit of money. We can now start to get better equipment as well. These aren't all that much better than what we've got, so we'll just leave them where they are. Now, we don't have a really clean shot against this one. Now we sort of do. Actually, I better just go back into fast mode. Right, so we just go back to reload. It's a really cool game. So we're sort of in behind the cover. which was good. This one here is going to give us even more protection than that one. So throw that one in there. These brigand pants, they're going to give me pretty good protection against better than jeans. Throw them, and then the impact of shoes will then do even better in through that other side. So there's nothing much else there. Let's just go back down to so it's just sneaking around again. Okay, we do actually have, this is a military backpack. That's going to be better than the other one. We now have another level of this one. This has actually not been too bad. None of them have changed into quasimorphs, which I wanted to have a bit of a look at. This device of communication jammer. We have to destroy these. Let's just go back and switch back into melee. Just destroy it. It's done. We've got different sorts of pistols. That's already not worth it. Anyway, let's just get out of here. Should be a. Did we find the way out? I don't think we did. Anyway, I won't spend too much time with it. I was hoping to get a quasimorphosis happening with it, because that's really the name of the game. I feel like I've missed a turn here somewhere. Where haven't I been? I'm not sure where. Oh, there's a room there. No, it's up in here. This must be the way out. Oh, there we go. We've got somebody else in there. And again, we can just check what they've got, but let's not worry about that one. Yeah, we'll just switch across. See you later. Just got, and he had a pipe anyway. He's got a tin there. Just go back to stealthy mode. Yeah, we're not getting any. You can see there we've got like the quasimorph is improving as things sort of, like, it's getting stronger and stronger as things go. Let's just keep on moving our way through. Yep, this is the way out. See if there's a lot of good stuff in here actually. There's a marksman's rifle. I might take that with me. And so you then go from floor to floor, essentially just trying to sort of move your way through. I think as we sort of do more damage, this will then sort of, this 250 we get to the next phase here. There's nothing else in this room, is there? Oh, there's the next room down. Okay, well, let's just go down. More equipment. It's a submachine gun. This is worth a lot more. I don't know if we've got a fourth area. If we just go back to the map, there's the target. Actually, maybe that is all we have to do here. Go back up to fast moving. That one's down. Out. Put it at the map again. Yeah, so we've just got, this is what we have to do to win this one. I'll just go back to normal mode. There it is there, electronic device, mission goal. So we just grab this one. When we do that one, we then get a message saying mission complete. We can then go back to evacuation. So I might as well finish off this mission. I'll just show you. We didn't get any quasimorphs actually happening. All we have to do back through here is just escape. We just go back to the this area and just do evacuation and job done. So that was just a very quick little mission, which we just happened to be lucky enough to be able to do that one. We just go continue, and from there we then, like, there's a whole economy that's part of the game as well, that then sort of takes on the different bits and pieces. We then, because we did Planet Bridge as a beneficiary received all of these different reputations and things. So we got better reputation. They got a boost in technology. Their power went down, which is interesting. Grasshopper Technologies as a victim lost trade break, technology and reputation with us. And then we did actually pick up some other rewards with what we were then going and doing. Let's go continue. And each actual faction then has like its own grouping of different types of rewards, which is pretty cool. Just finish the goal. And so that's essentially that's just one of the missions. Then we go into another mission from there. In point 7, one thing they have changed, if we then go back into another, if we go into another mission, let's just start this one as an example. When I go back in, one thing you used to be able to do is just take the same person time after time after time, and that's no longer doable. We now actually have to go back in and select somebody else. So I don't think we can, we can choose her. I think if they take damage, we can't. It's something like that. They've now tried to, they've now changed it so that it's, so that it makes more sense now about the actual agents that you're taking. If they do take, I think if they take damage, they've then got to stay out of combat for a little while. And so you've got then like a cooldown with them, which is very, very cool. They're actually making a lot of really, really good changes with this game. Each version of it just gets better and better. Anyway, we won't keep on playing, but I'll just get out of there, exit, and yes. But that's a really, really good little game. If you are looking for a game, that was probably one of the fastest of the runs through that I've actually played. Anyway, let's go and see what else we've got. Hi Chris, how you going? Say original intent saying, hey Daz, was not looking forward to playing Gal Civ 4 as the corporate sector. It's actually a pretty fun race. Yeah, there's some really like Gal Civ 4. I've got to go back to that game as well. That's just such a good game. Like it's such a good game. And Chris saying, since Songs of Conquest came out, I thought I'd go back and play Heroes of Might and Magic series. I'm playing the first one, having a blast so far, probably a nostalgic feeling. I don't think I could play it. I don't think I could play any of those really old games anymore. Hi Michael, how are you going? Saying, Chris, I still play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 in the wake of the Gods fan-made mod. Okay, I haven't seen that mod. Louise is in saying, hi Daz, this game is awesome. I'm waiting for the next update that is going to be big. Yeah, that's what we were just looking at. That was point 7. I wonder if we can see if there's information about it. Just press escape. If we go, I guess if we just go into the community hub, there may be information about what is coming. Devlog, that's... yeah, that's good. I'm glad it's successful for them. It deserves to be. It's a really, really good game. Let's go back to discussions. Yeah, so Dragon Reborn was the 0.6 patch. So that actually sort of is what's currently available publicly. But 0.7 really does just add a lot of nuance to the actual game itself, and also changes the way that the quasimorphs do operate. Like Venus, Mercury, and the Moon all have different types of quasimorphs. So there's more and more stuff actually coming into it, which is very, very cool. But we don't see. I did have a list of things, but I don't actually have it open. I won't go and reopen it and see what else does sort of come into that one through there. So where do we get up to? So Chris was saying, yeah, back to Michael. Yeah, it's a great series. Falling in love with it all over again. I think you're talking about the Heroes of Might and Magic. Okay, so where are we looking? So we've got Michael saying, I'm having a blast with Eodor Imperium. Yeah, Eodor was a good. I didn't like the pacing of the map. You didn't move around much in the map. It felt slow to me, but everything else was good. Matthew's saying Eodor is a fab game. I haven't played Imperium though, only the one before that. There's also a free version that you can grab of Eodor as well. Like it's sort of like it's the old original, but you can actually get it, and that's in constant development. If you are interested in that one through there, so there is actually more stuff you can do with Eodor. Just going back and playing the original, but with a lot of new mod type stuff. It's a little bit like having the Master of Magic or the Caster of Magic mod for Master of Magic. They've there's a group that's been developing a mod for that one for a long, long period of time, and that's freely available. You just download the actual game and the mod all in one, which is very, very cool. Now we've got Matthew saying Quasimorph has been on my desktop for a while now. I want to play more of it. Maybe when this update drops. Look, it's great. Even the 0.6 updates are really good for Quasimorph. And in fact, if you don't go to Venus or Mercury, you're probably not going to see many of the changes initially anyway. So you've pretty much just got what you need. There's my backup. I use a time logger for because I do a lot of consultancy type work. So I use a time logger on my computer just so I can keep track of that's what that little backup is. It's the most valuable piece of software that I've ever had ever, and it's I forget what it cost me. It's something like about $20 a year or something, because I do keep on paying for the upgrades because it's just been such an important piece of software. It sort of keeps every single file that I open up. That's what the manic time is. Every file I open up, it tells me what the file is. I can classify it, all sorts of different stuff like that. So for doing, if you're ever trying to do any work on a computer that you need to charge for, it's that is just worth its weight in gold. It's just incredible. Anyway, that was what that little blip in the bottom corner there was. It happens and it sort of happens whenever I've got it timed for my Monday morning at 3 a.m., which is what the time is right now. So it then does a weekly backup. I should change it just so it's not coinciding with this particular run. Anyway, but I've already used it this morning. Before I even started this, I had to do some invoicing, so I was going through just checking all the stuff, getting it to generate reports and stuff. It's just a great little program. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah, so we've got Michael's in saying playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3 with the iTog mod makes life a lot more easy, since I can set the monster dwellings to grow, not having to visit them each week. Yeah, I've I haven't played Heroes of Might and Magic for so long. Hi ZXM, how you going? So Michael's saying I do remember the purple trolls and dragons in Heroes of Might and Magic 1. I don't remember Heroes of Might and Magic 1 at all, to be honest. Viren Games is saying, what happens if you die on a mission? The agents that you actually have in Quasimorph are they're like clones. And so if you die in a mission, you're sort of expected to die, to be honest. It just doesn't matter. And so the only real loss you have, it's like you've got like a bioprinter on your spaceship that then takes, and the agents are sort of in, like the actual original agents have put all of their life force onto like a chip, and then the chip gets printed out whenever they have to go on a mission. So the actual agent itself can level up as it goes and does different things, but it doesn't matter if it gets killed. Like there's no real downside for it to be killed. The problem is that you then lose any equipment that you take with you on the mission. So it's much more about what equipment you're going to be willing to lose. And so it very much, the game is about acquiring equipment over the course of the game, but not worrying about the life of the agent. So usually, if I'm going to go in, particularly in the early missions, I only take a knife with one agent, like at a time, and then let them find their own equipment when they're actually on the mission. That way, they come back with more stuff, and that's one of the other changes. Excuse me, with version 0.7, which is coming out, is that it used to be that when you brought any equipment back with you, it would automatically go to 100% health, the actual equipment, whereas now it's actually changed to when you bring it back, I think it may go up a little bit, but not much at all. So you have to then repair the equipment back on the spaceship, which sounds a bit micromanaging, but I'm sure they'll find a way to fix any sort of micromanagement with it. So Colin Hans is saying, hi Chat and Daz, and getting into Origin, as in State of Origin. That's the only Origin I know of. The State of Origin is a rugby game that every year there's 3 games in State of Origin, and Queensland and New South Wales are the only teams that play in it because they're the main rugby league teams. And I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but that's the only thing I know about Origin. But anyway, that's only just sort of kicked off about a week ago. Was the first game, and then they've got new games coming up over the next couple of weeks. They just have 3 games. It's the best of 3 between the 2 states, and it's the most. It's the most aggressive. I'll show you if I can. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it actually. No, I'm not sure. Probably licensing, I won't be able to do it. I know that if I show different sporting things, my videos get claimed, so I won't do that one. I'll just leave that one alone. Now where have we got up to? We did the what happens if you die on a mission, okay, and we've got Kristen saying, "Hey Daz, I downloaded and tried Zephon demo out. Can't wait for the full release." Yeah, it's so much better than Gladius in what it now is bringing to the game. If you haven't tried the Zemo demo for a little while, I don't know if it continues on past this week, but if it does, I would strongly recommend giving that one a go because it's such a good game. It's so much better than like in what it does do than Gladius. It's very, very well balanced, and Gladius is one of my favourite games. In fact, that is actually the giveaway for today. It's a bit of a it's one of these games. Gladius is often very heavily discounted, but it's not discounted at the moment. So I will actually have Gladius as the actual giveaway for today's, like for the giveaway today. I had a whole lot of different keys for the what was it, the Skulls Festival, which was a few weeks ago, from all the different Warhammer games. And during the Skulls Festival, Gladius was actually free on Steam, and so I didn't give that key away. But today we will. So, okay, Colin Sansa, yes, the rugby. Yeah, no, it's. I don't watch because I go to bed early. I don't tend to watch games live if they're of an evening, and so yeah, I didn't watch. I watched the highlights and all that sort of stuff. I did Barrett for Queensland, of course, and Queensland won very, very well. But it's a very if you get a chance to watch a State of Origin game, almost any one of them, they're usually the best of rugby league games in the world. Like they're just full on. They're so aggressive in terms of what they do, and they're just amazing. They've been an amazing series for God, I don't know how long they've been going, maybe 30 years, I guess, and it really is just incredible. The way it sort of does work. It's the best of the best, really. Okay, what else we got to? Michael's saying, I'm a bit curious on how the trading in Quasimorph is and the ship upgrade, etc. I haven't seen much of the ship upgrade. I haven't tried that one much. I think you have to try to get equipment to go and do that one, and I haven't tried that yet. So I haven't been able to actually upgrade the ship, but that does look good with what I've seen. And the trading is you've again got to sort of know what to look for when you're actually out on missions, and then go and then use that for trading with the different groups as you sort of start to come through. But that probably needs a bit of work, to be honest, in the game, both those things, just so you know what to look for when you're actually on mission. You almost need to have something where you're saying, I want this, tell me what I need to do this. Similarly with crafting, you don't know what crafting you need until you're actually at a crafting bench. And then if you've been passing up, for example, a battery is a piece of wire, some acid, and a glass bottle. If you don't know that's what you need, and you're passing up glass bottles and acid and stuff like that on the actual mission, and you need batteries, then the game needs to do better with that. That's probably the one thing in Quasimorph that does need a bit of attention. Hi Jerry, how you going? And hi CB. So Lewis is in saying it's like Escape from Tarkov, but in roguelike mode. Yes, yeah. People compare it. I haven't played Escape from Tarkov, but people do say it's very, very similar. Michael's saying, Gladius, giving up my marbles and extra polish today. Then there we go. Yeah, so it's probably not the greatest of the prizes, to be honest, simply because Gladius is often free or often 90% off or something like that. So, but anyway, it's a great game, Gladius. So maybe I should just show it because it does rate very, very highly. It's worth $61 Australian, so about $50 US, 45, somewhere in there. Very positive. It rates at 81. Yep. So it's an amazingly good game. And just the base game on its own is an amazingly good game. But anyway, Gladius, yeah, that's fairly good. I've got a fair bit of time on it, like 628 hours on it. I did actually finally log into my online version of Steam. I thought I'd do it just because then I can then go through a lot of the stuff. I think I can go through that. I'll see what I can find anyway. I may be able to just go through the various bits and pieces here without having to open up my actual Steam account. That way I can sort of show it a little bit larger. But this is, anyway, the Gladius, awesome game. It is, like when I say it's probably a bit of a booby price for today, it's just because it is on special so often, and it is very, very cheap so often, but like 90% off, 95% off, or totally free at different times. Jerry's saying, how's Filigory Kingdoms? He's still playing it, and some hints. Haven't played it for the last week. What I've been doing is recording a series of Dominion 6 with the Warhammer mod. That, by the way, is as well. I might even show that one as well because that is just incredible. I don't know if I did this last week. I may have done it last week because I think I was going to start recording last week, but maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. So ZX7, I have Gladius, so I'll just be winning for bragging rights. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I've got this is Sombre's Warhammer mod. This is one of the best mods of any game I've ever played. So if you're into Dominion 6 or if you're into Warhammer, maybe you're not into Dominion 6 but you're into Warhammer or in Warhammer Fantasy, this is awesome. Like this is just absolutely awesome what it does do. If we go and create a world, I'll just show you what I mean. I'll just keep it on the defaults. Enter the game name. Oops, we need to give it an actual name. So just call it test for now. The way that the mod works is that you can actually then move all of your standard Dominions factions out of the Middle Age and replace them with Warhammer nations. So we'll just go and play Middle Ages. And for the actual nations themselves, there's 24 of them that come through. So you've got the Wood Elves, you've got the High Elves, you've got the Tomb Kings, you got heaps and heaps of them, and they're really, really well fleshed out. I'll just start a game. I'll just do a random, and we'll just see what we end up getting. So we just go across. I'll just go okay in through here. So we're playing as Kislev, realm of the Ice Queen. So Kislev is a land of contrasts, a land of hard people. I don't know much about this one, to be honest. And the constant threat of chaos incursions, but also a realm of storied culture, great natural bounty, and constant examples of humanity's warmth and perseverance. She's known as the Sarum of Kislev, and referred to by outriders as the realm of the Ice Queen to the people of Kislev, be they Ungol, Kossar, or ruling Gospodor. Anyway, it just goes on through all this. This one is fairly. Looks like there's not a hell of a lot that we do for this one here. Some of the others are really, really nuanced. So temples automatically train one warbear per month. That's interesting. Okay, so we have the cold limit just goes up. This is not that great, to be honest. We'll just click on OK. But one thing with the mod does, I'll just press R and just get ourselves a random god. Just click on OK. Sin is fine. All praise Sin. I'll just go OK. We'll just get into the game itself. Because one of the things that the mod does very, very well is explain itself. And I'm hoping that this one does actually have some other nuances that we're not really aware of. Because even at the start, it sort of does a great job of just giving directions. If you're new to playing with first of all with the mod, but also even just with trying to sort of get a bit of an understanding of what to look for, the game itself. See, this one isn't special enough. Let's just go back out and not play this one without saving. That's the one. I'll just do it again. Just go back in, test. Okay, delete the game. Middle Ages. Okay, here we go. I've been playing this one a lot actually. Athaloran, the Forest of the Asrai. These are the Wood Elves. These are really cool. Like you got Ents and stuff like this in here as well. So just going to click on OK. I've been recording. I've got a few more. I've got one that's actually going to be coming out again today for my series on this one. And I've got another one that I did record over the weekend, another one that I'll be recording over the next couple of days as well. I'll just go and press R again and just go and grab one of the gods and click on OK. Click on OK there. And then just generate the random maps. And in this case, I know that we do get a message that just explains how this particular faction then operates in the game, because each faction plays very, very uniquely, as it does in the base game as well. But this is not just a reskin of the base game. This has got so much new stuff in it. It's really, it is a work of art, this mod. So you've got things like, you've got your standard, in the beginning there was chaos, now the wheel is turned once again. They're always there for every game. But for some of the special factions, you can see that you've got like Athel Loren Special Mechanics Explainer. And so when you go to this one through here, it then tells you it gives you guidance on how to play the actual faction. So King in the Woods, in the second turn of Spring Year 1, so in the turn 13 of the game, you'll receive an event that gives you Orion, very powerful military commander and single combatant. In the second month of each winter, you get an event that kills Orion if he is still alive, or perhaps he will die in battle before then. But either way, he is spring immortal, so will return at the first month of the following spring. And so he always comes back to your capital, so he can fight. He can do things within the realm of how far he can move. Forest Home, so most of your commanders gain bonuses when in the Forest Province. Use this to your advantage. In particular, you will notice they get Glamour, prevents enemy from seeing you on the strategic map, and gives you a defensive bonus in combat. When in a forest, additionally, it is cheaper for you to build labs and temples in a forest, but more expensive outside. You also then get Bramble Forts in forests as well. So it just gives you guidance on how to play the game, which is, as I say, very, very cool. And so, in this case, we're starting off with the forest. It's just really awesome what they've done, with this mod, or what Sombre's done with this mod. It's just beautifully done. Anyway, that's so we've got the Colin saying, what's your favourite Warhammer nation? So Matthew's then saying High Elves, and then Wood Elves are close second. In Dom 6, I must say I'm having a lot of fun with the Wood Elves, and it's probably the only one I've really been playing. Traditionally, I really like Bretonia. I think it's like a French type inspired knight, so I do quite like that one in just not standard fantasy mode in Warhammer. I don't like the Chaos Realms. I don't mind the undead as well, like the Tomb Kings as well. And so Colin's saying personally one with our reptilian overlords. There we are. So Matthew's saying, I'd like the mod to have war engines included though, catapults and bolt throwers, etc. I thought the other one did. Matthew's then saying, yeah, Lizardmen are ace. Actually, Matthew, I think the previous one did. Now, we don't with that one. Let's just go back and have another look. I'll just quit without saving. Create world again. Test. Delete the game. Middle Ages. If we go and choose, which one was it? Which one was it? The Ice Queen, Kislev. If we go and, I think if I can no, I can't right click on that one just yet. We'll just go that way. What's this here? Because this is like a war wagon. So this is sort of like that. And I don't know if the others have got the different bits and pieces. But this, Voodoo Dog saying, so this isn't a reskin, but a complete overhaul, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is complete overhaul in terms of the of everything. The spells, like you've still got all your common spells, but there's unique spells for every faction. But this one here, for example, this Kosar Wagoneer. So you've got the Wagoneer, and then you've got 4 crew. Actually, you've got the wagon, the Wagoneer, and 3 crew. So each of these do different things. These got long spears, crossbows, and so these actually come in with these different things. This is very much like we've got more crew back and through here again with their long spears and composite bows. So we've got 3 of those, and you've got the war wagon itself, which is got a couple of horse, so they can attack with hooves. They've got the cataphract branding in through there with the armour as well. And so it's pretty cool the way that one sort of, even just little things like this. And I haven't gone through every single faction, but it's but they really are super unique. The Knight of Ursun, these sorts of things, even the it's still within the realm of Dom 6, so you're still using the same magical elements, but but the way that it's been focused is like if we just go and click on OK, just go and press R and just go and click on OK and through here, and click on OK there again as well. Matthew saying dwarves and empires missing cannons. Chaos dwarves rockets high in a... Okay, that's interesting. That you may be right. I haven't played those. And if that's the case, then yeah, I know that they keep on adding more and more things to the mod, and the mod is in a current state of there's been a lot of work done on the mod and a lot more to be done with it as well. But if we have a look at the research, for example, so conjuration, yep, summoning bears of Kislev. So there's unique stuff in through here as well. Rhyme power. So anything in blue is going to be unique for this particular faction. So each area has got its own unique spells. Nothing in there. Evocation. There we go. Frost of Kislev. Even construction. I think if we have a look at the construction of the magic trinkets, some of these also, I forget what how we look at these, but if we have a look at there is a way to look at unique things in through here, but I can't think of what it actually is. Oh, mark national items tab. I don't think we'll see anything in this stuff with by pressing tab. Yeah, we won't see it then through there. But there is anyway. But there's been a lot of work done into this. It's really, really cool. Matthew's saying it's a labour of love, though, and I'm definitely not complaining. Well, I think that things like the cannons, if they need to be there, if they're not there because of balance, I can understand that one. But if they're supposed to be there, and the game has just updated yet again, like the mod has just updated. I'll just quit that saving. Just do one more creation. Already exists. We'll delete the game. So we'll try the dwarves. So they are. Where are they? There we go. The ancestral grudges. The dwarf empire. So yeah, they don't have cannons. Rune guards, Valkyries. Yeah, so no cannons in there with what they do. Yeah, I sort of almost wonder if it's like I'm not sure what the plans are with that. But I've got to say I'm super impressed with this mod. It's just so good. Even the extra things that do happen. There's very unique game mechanics, like playing as the Wood Elves, for example. There's all these unique things that actually happen, even with the different characters. Like the Wood Elves fight very, very well in the forest, but not very well anywhere else. So it does allow like really nuanced sort of approach to the actual game itself. So yeah, so this is it's very, very cool. So where did we get up to? Yeah, Field of Glory Kingdoms I will be coming back to, so I'm just going back up to Jerry's comment there. So how's Field of Glory Kingdoms? You're still playing it? Yeah, it's sort of like it's a strange one. I might even start that one up. So you have to I'll just go cancel. I think I'm going to just go yes. Just click on OK. If I cancel there, cancel there, cancel there, cancel there, I can then quit. There we are. We're out. Field of Glory Kingdoms is a game that I think you've got to get your head into what you're playing. And I think that's the hard thing with Field of Glory Kingdoms. Probably harder than the actual game itself. There's almost like a way of thinking about it, if I just sort of start this one up, where you think it's going to be a bit like Crusader Kings, and it really isn't anything like Crusader Kings at all. Still loading. So I will be coming back to this one, and I will be doing a lot more content on this one as well, because it's an incredibly good game. It's incredibly rich. If I just go back to the scenarios, the tutorial is very good, by the way, in this game. So definitely worth doing the tutorial. It doesn't take very long, surprisingly. If we just go to the grand campaign though, and just go into it. Wait for it. It does take a little bit of time. So ZXM was saying the thing that sets me back is trying to get too much at the start and having to imprison my pretender and stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean. Voodoo Dog's saying it's more like these Total War games, but with turn-based combat. That's another way of looking at it. They're the two ways of looking at it. Either like Crusader Kings, where you're mainly looking at the interaction between characters, and it's not that. And Total War, where you're really only focused on trying to build up armies and then just go around and have these big battles, and it's not that either. It's sort of a little bit in between both of them, because the actual game itself is designed to be played very quickly, which sort of is surprising when it's so deep as well. Like it's a very, very deep, and it's a very deep simulation of the High Middle Ages, sort of like in the early part of the before you've got like the late Middle Ages with all the knights and gunpowder. You've just got, it's mainly sort of like spearmen on horseback at this early stage. They're not sort of in shining armor. The thing I think is a good one you've got a range of different major nations, which essentially they're not the major nations, but they're selections that you might want to consider playing. I do choose Scotland a lot because this one is fairly small. It gives you enough to learn without really being in the middle of everything. But there are some other, you can pretty much play as anything and still have fun with it. But Scotland's a good choice. Playing something big like England becomes quite difficult. You can see there with Scotland, you've just got one vassal. So Lothian is your vassal. Whereas if you play something like England, you've then got all these different vassals, you've got these different royal marriages, or everything's sort of ready for collapse. It becomes much more difficult. Some of the other little factions that can be good, like Brittany back and through this other side. So I don't mind these little factions down the bottom here as well. These are quite fun to play. So Toulouse, some of these areas like Castile has actually got like a lot of vassals, so again makes it a little bit more difficult to play. So do yourself a favour and don't pick something with a lot of people. And if you're wanting to play fairly simply, try to find something where like once you get into the actual game itself, you can then, like playing as Brittany, for example, will allow you to just get an understanding of what's going on, although you won't be able to expand much. If you do go into Scotland, you do have a couple of independent areas that you can expand into. You also then have a couple of fairly minor groups in through here as well, like Galloway and Strathclyde can be ultimately taken over. And it gives you an opportunity to just get a good feel for the game. That's why I think Scotland for me is the best of them. Playing as something like, I used to always navigate or go straight to Ireland, because Ireland was also a good one to play, where you could actually then go and try to take over like a different group. But one of the problems, as in Ireland itself, that would be a good thing to try to then go and do. The trouble with playing as Ireland, though, is that the actual combat forces, and if you zoom in, you can sort of see what they're made up of. These are very, very much just like peasant stock with axes. We're not seeing any armour on any of these guys in any great sense. These don't really progress much in this era, and so they don't really end up. It's very hard to get these to end up having knights or anything like that. It's really quite difficult. Even when we look at the Scots, we're sort of seeing more skirmisher type units back and through here, but they do actually have the ability to then go and at least get the heavy spearmen, and that's at least a start. The Scots do give you some capability for knights. Some of the other each faction is a bit unique and different. When we have a look, for example, at the English, we're then looking at things where we're looking at units that actually have the full-on armor. So I would be erring on that side. If you go across the channel and start to have a look at Denmark and some of these other ones as well, we're going to see sort of again more sort of skirmishy type factions. These are now, the Viking era is now over, and so, but they do actually have like heavy huskarls, so we're seeing some armor with what they then get to do with the Viking forces, but mainly sort of skirmishing type units. So you do get some clues just by looking at the different armies that are actually on the map. One thing that I'm sort of drawn to is Poland. Poland actually does give you a that's Prague, that's Bohemia. Where's Poland? If I just zoom out a little bit. Kingdom of Poland. Ultimately, you do actually have like a lot of knights with Poland, but Bohemia here. Also, what you want to be doing is you want to make sure that you've got areas where you can expand if you're wanting to just learn the game. So Poland's interesting because you do actually have like a whole lot of different little areas. Like even Prussia is not playable because it's only a tribal group in this early stage. They're not the powerhouse that they end up being. So they're quite easy to beat, but they're relatively large. So Poland's another good choice for a largish kingdom, just to get a bit of a feel for what they do. If you click on them, they've got 2 vassals, and you can see the difficulty is very low with this one, just only 2 out of 5. So not much difficulty in through there. So that's a good choice as well, just to learn the game. Some of the other ones as well, like you've got once you start to come up into Russia, you're sort of looking at more Cossack type forces. You're not going to end up with your heavy knights. So for me, it's just a matter of like if you find something where you can automate a lot of it, you don't have to do much micromanagement at all. So just as a tip, I haven't played much of Poland, but I like the idea of it because, in fact, let's just go and start with that one. If I just go and click on the Polish at this point in time, I'm just getting into it. Now, some of it we can just automate, and if you're new to the game as well, I'd suggest that you just do that rather than trying to min-max. But you will actually, anything that you can't automate, you will actually have to min-max them a little bit, and that's going to take probably the most time. The most time in the game, if you're playing the base game, is literally just trying to figure out what's going on. Now, if I click on a different area like this one in the Kingdom of Poland, you'll see that it's highlighting a different area through here. When I first click on it on an area, this is Masovia, is the actual province or I forget which way it works now with provinces and regions. What's that one through there? That's domains. Yeah, also provinces. So this is when you see the domains, as long as you control the capital of a province, like in this case we've got Kernsk in through here. We also control this one through here. So both of these, we have more than half the actual areas. So when we have a look back at Masovia, we do have we control all of these. So there's a river that runs through them. So we control everything through here. Rather than going through and actually doing all my building, I would suggest that where you do have an opportunity, like for something like Poland, just go and choose like balanced. Balanced population will then split your population out to try to give them, like it will then put people into making money. So we're now generating a lot more money, and we can also do the same sort of thing with the buildings as well. So if I click on that one through there, it will then just go through and figure out what it thinks is the best option for us for actually building, and we don't have to do anything else. So that then just clears that one out of the way. We don't have to look at that one. We've got another group over through here, which Poland also controls. We don't control Poznan. So Poznan is part of the province, but we don't actually control it. But we can still just do the same thing here. Auto, and that one it only chose to make a beekeeper at this point in time. But if I just leave them on, that means I don't have to think about micromanaging those at all. Now we've got another one down through here, which is this one through here. You'll notice when I click on it, if I click on it multiple times, it's now I do have to micromanage this one if I'm wanting to. So I then have to just go through, choose what I might need, and like I'm not going to worry too much about these, but these have to be micromanaged because we don't have anything else. Leper House, Cattle Ranch. But as you start to play the game, get a bit of a feel for what you're then doing with everything. I won't do that one. I think I'll just go the Parchmenteer. I don't have to build anything if I don't want to, but I can then start to chop and change things around. Bring one of them down into the Freeman to get even more money, things like that. So in that sense, you can fairly quickly get through as long as you control provinces. If you don't control provinces, then you're going to have to do a lot more micromanagement. And the main focus of the game is building up of your empire. In terms of your army as well, this one is this is fairly simple. You can see that we've actually got some cavalry back and through there. These aren't all that powerful at this point in time. If we go and click on the actual location and just go back into the actual the unit queue, this will then show us what we can ultimately build. And so these are things, some things we don't actually have available. So the Slavic Armoured Noble Cavalry, too costly for us at this point in time. Peasant Militia we don't need. Massed Archers, mounted crossbowmen, cavalry. So we don't actually have the full-on knights in this instance. I thought we did actually. We've got defensive spearmen back in through there. You will also, in your provinces, actually end up with mercenaries. So we should actually have a mercenary group in here somewhere. Yeah, this one here is a mercenary group. So this one will just cost us money to bring these in. And so these are good against axemen, against spearmen, for example. But the Polish will give you a fairly rounded out army, which is actually fairly cool. And then you can sort of go off and start to expand out into other areas to sort of take on the forces around you. So it's a fairly fun one to play. Your army is fairly large with what it actually gets to do. And you do have a fair bit of nuance with what you can then go and build. But if you are getting new to the game, automate that one, come back into your provinces and go and click on click on this and then get somebody from your family or from your retinue and try to pick the high administration in these. I'll just pick the first one in through there without worrying too much about it. Go back over to this one, pick somebody else. We've got a 314 there, that'll do. These will be like our brothers or sons or whatever else it might actually be. This one's a good leader. So 2 attack, 1 defense. And in this instance, to build up your army, you will actually have like a number of forces that are free for you that you don't have to pay for. So just it's a bit of a tip, go into here, go into your summed abilities and have a bit of a look to see what your retinue allowance is. And so in our instance, we can have up to 10 units, and then we have to start paying whatever the cheapest ones are. We then have to start paying. Now, we've got more than 10. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, we've got 10 at the moment. So anyone else we bring in, we're going to have to start to pay whatever the cheapest of the upkeeps are. So to do that one, the easiest way to do that is to just go to your regional decisions and choose. You'll often have recruit non-standard units, and it'll tell you what they are. These are going to be early defensive spearmen, which are very, very useful, and recruit local units as well. So region must be owned. So if I go into there and play that card, go into there and play that card as well, we're going to have 2 regional decisions. This will then really bolster our army, but it's then going to it's going to cost us a lot. If I just go and end my turn now, this is the fastest way to build an army, is just to use those decisions rather than building them. We can see there we've now got 20 units that we just picked up. I think it was another 10. And we're now going to find that our manpower, our metals, and our money will drop dramatically because of this army. Yeah, so we're now losing manpower generation per turn, and we're losing a metal production. We're down to 0 metal production with that one, and our money has dropped dramatically. So there we go. We just picked up a little point. I won't go through what all these things are, but we'll just keep on going through. So just leave that one through there. And sorry, I'm just trying to move through these without spending too much time with this. So we now actually have like 2 different little armies have now come back in as well. But the manpower, we're going to be losing our manpower, and then if we run out of manpower, we're not going to be able to replenish our forces, and in fact, we're going to start to erode our forces. So we either need to now start trying to focus on getting manpower up, or getting rid of things that are draining our manpower. So if we go and have a look at the actual army itself, you'll notice that we've got the first Polish army, the second and the third. Let's go and bring them all together. So this is a whole group of axemen. These are levy axemen, back and through this other side. And we can see, I'll show you how to try to balance this one out a little bit. And I'm only really concerned about the manpower at this point in time. So I'm just going to go and merge that one with the first, and then I'm going to go to the third. These have come in with good quality. These are good quality early spearmen. These are standing units. I don't want to get rid of these. These are going to be with us for the game. So we're going to merge them in as well. They're going to lose their special status, those special, because we're now changing them. And so they've come in, but they've now lost that little special ability. They'll pick it up again as they get used to the new commander. But anyway, we've now got like a heap of forces in here that are costing us a lot. And so we can sort of think, okay, well, what do we want to get rid of? And as we sort of come through it, we've got the early defensive spearmen, we've got raw early spearmen, which are defensive in through here. If I press control, the thing I'm really looking for there is what the upkeep is, and that's manpower is it's got 10, it's got like a base 8. So if I get rid of that, that's going to, it's not like that one won't be one, that'll be in the 10 that we've got that we are supporting. Like this one here has got manpower of 6. That's just early light archers. These axemen, I probably don't need all these axemen, to be honest. They've got manpower of 7. Massed archers, manpower of 6 isn't too bad. Probably end up good having the skirmishers isn't too bad. So I'll probably actually start to ditch a couple of these. So maybe just get rid of 2 of those, and just split them off into. Where do we do that one actually? That's split off. So that's, and then we just disband that group. And so next turn, that will get rid of a little bit from here. It'll be whatever the lowest cost is of everything will then sort of come through. So we could just test to see if that one does work. And so the first Polish army is a big army. It's a very, very powerful army. The way it sort of has been structured with all of these massed archers and things. We've probably got too many of these as well, to be honest. Probably just sort of keep it where it is. These are, you don't tend to keep these around because you can pick them up so quickly with what you're doing. But you can see there we've got like a massive amount. And so these areas here are ripe for picking, but just be aware that also you do actually have a limit of what you should be able to go and get. So have a good look at these sorts of things to try to figure out, how much can you support, for example. Domain size 16 out of 18, authority gain up to 20. So we can actually get 2 more areas under our control, and we can support that. So in this case, we could go for Lukau or this other one. So let's just go and march that one across. And just as far in terms of the actual combat, the game is not too onerous. It's not a slow game to play, or it doesn't have to be. It is for me, but it doesn't have to be. Actually, Jerry's saying currently playing as Poland and having a blast. Yeah, you've got a lot you can do here. And so in this case, we've got our leader. They don't have any leaders in through there. We've got 14 units. They've got 13 units. If you don't want to be playing battles, you don't have to. You can just go and view the report. That will just get you straight out of there. You can export the battle as well. So you can export this one out and play it in Field of Glory 2 Medieval, which is the way I like to play the game. If we just go back out across again. But you don't have to. Again, this will just sort of take a bit of time. But it's an awesome game. Like, it really is. It does a lot of other things behind under the hood. A bit like Distant Worlds does as well. Like, Distant Worlds is more of a simulation than a game, and Field of Glory should also be thought of in pretty much the same sort of way. Field of Glory Kingdoms. If we just go back into battles, this is a bit clunky, I've got to say. And it will then rebalance the forces a little bit within range of what we have. And then we can sort of try to figure out what to do. But this will then sort of set up it so it doesn't just unit for unit bring the units in. It does actually abstract them quite nicely into a good fighting force. So playing the actual battles out in this mode, this is taking a long time to load. It'll come in. So we've got our army through here. We can then sort of go and chop and change it. We're going into a forested area, so we're going to have very limited forces back and through this other side. The only skirmishes we have are those light early archers, so we probably would be wanting more of those ultimately, not just one. So our group is very much a... just move them up. So if we just end our turn... Should see the enemy back over here somewhere. Oh, we don't. They may be full on skirmishers, actually. That may be why we're not seeing them. Which, in a forest, is going to be hard for us to fight. Yes, they're going to be all back in here somewhere. Oh, there's some at the way at the back. Okay, so they've got some very poor spearmen. Anyway, let's not worry about that one. Let's just go and quit the game. And if we wanted to fight it out in, like, it's an auto battler, essentially in Field of Glory Kingdoms. Cloud arrow. That's okay. I think we'll still be okay. So if we just go back in and load, there will be an auto save, like so pre-battle save, so we can just go straight back to there, load it in. So even if we don't play the battle out in Field of Glory Medieval, the battle system in here again it's not like, I guess playing it with Medieval, like and exporting the battles out is then more like Total War. That then makes the game more like a campaign driver for like the Medieval side of things. But you can just go and view the battle, and this is purely just it's already happened, and so you can see through here. We're in the forest. They've got a terrain defense of 2. They have a bit of a bonus in through this other side. Ultimately, we should be okay. We'll just start the battle. So we have a ranged phase, and so this is already, it already knows what's what. We'll just go and play it. It then actually has a series of different attacks going in against different units, and it's just play these through. Charging. Got destroyed. Destroyed them, and this should be enough for us to then follow up. So we then have like a pursuit mode. We kill off more of them, and then that's it. So that's just so it's very, very quick and simple. Like the game itself is quite fast to play. It's not one of these games where if you play slowly, even though it's a fast game to play, you will enjoy it more. But you can play it relatively quickly. Just go back across. We'll just wait for the turn to finish. Wait for this to come through. But yeah, it's a game that is rewarding to play slowly and really get an understanding of what you're trying to build in your empire. But it is fun to play in through here as well. So we've now got luck now. If we just go back into our ownership overlay, we now are besieging the fort with what we've then gone and done. So that was an effective result for us. We've got one unit that's a bit underdone, these massed archers, but everyone else is doing very, very well. And so we now just do the siege, and then we ultimately then take this one over, etc., etc. So it's very much a simulation of medieval empire, and that's pretty much the way it does actually then go and work. Now, actually, I'm looking at the time. I've got Slytherin stream coming up in an hour's time, and I really wanted to give myself some time just to actually have a bit of a breather before I do that one. I'm going to be playing Scramble over on their channel, so I will have to start to wind up now actually. So we're not going to get a chance to really have a good look at the at Age of Wonders or anything like that. I don't have Age of Wonders at this stage. Anyway, let's just quit out of this one. Just exit out. But it's like Field of Glory. It's a good game. I will be playing a much more content on that one. But it is it's a game that you can play fast if you're wanting to. But I think you miss a lot when you do it. It's a bit of a unique one though. Just trying to get your head into how to approach it. Now, what did we get up to? There's not too many more comments. So love the fact that you cannot just paint the nap. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. Non-aggression pact, I think, is what you're referring to with Dominions. And then, yeah, saying currently playing as Poland, having a blast. Yeah, Poland, I think, is a good one because, yeah, ultimately can be fairly powerful in that region of Europe. So someone is saying, Daz, I've been playing Phoenix Point, Sheriff from the Void for the last few days. You might want to check it out. It's great fun and brutal. Tactics matter greatly. Yeah, I've got that one actually. It's that is a the Terror from the Void is the mod, isn't it? So we've got the mod plus Phoenix Point. I haven't played that for a little while, but yeah, that's a very, very good game. So Michael's saying we'd also go with Daz Demption, yeah, for Began, yeah. ZXM is Began. There we go. Began in Twitch often gets banned because of the Daz Demption games that we play over there. Which are essentially what it is if you name a character, I can do it with Twitch. I can't really do it with YouTube. But if you name a character in when I'm playing a Twitch game, and that character then dies, I then ban you for an hour. And ZXM is Began over on Twitch, and he always is the first one to get killed, or to have some dramatic escape or something like that. There's always something weird that goes on with the Began character with whatever we're playing. Anyway, what I'll do is I do want to start to wind this up, so I'm going to do the giveaway right now. So let's just race straight into that one, and we'll just go back to Nightbot. Log in. So this is for Gladius, and if you've got Gladius, still be part of it. Just go to giveaways, keyword. Oops, I didn't mean to roll it, sorry. That's all right, there's no eligible winners. Keyword is win. Okay, there we are. So just type the word win, and then then you'll come into the side on the left-hand side through there. So Microwave Enthusiast is saying, are you using Linux? No, it looks different because I'm using Fences, which is a program. I'll just let you guys start to just type the word win in, but yeah, this is it's a program called Fences from Stardock, who also make Galciv. But it's a really cool way of actually just setting up your if you've got like a lot of programs. It's a nice way of segmenting the screen. Yeah, people ask me about it a lot. I actually grabbed that on. I think I can still move across while you guys are doing this one, but you can actually get it on Steam as well, so you can actually pick it up from there. I won't move away from Nightbot though, because I don't know if it will then stop recording the messages coming in. Anyway, type win guys in to be part of the run, and I'll have to make it a shortish run today, I think. So I can have, as I said before, a bit of a breather before I then do the showing off Scramble, which is just absolutely awesome. God, it's so good, this one. It's much more strategic than it looks, it looks like just a turn-based flight simulator, but it's actually much more with what you have to then sort of try to manipulate with it, which is very, very cool. All right, well, not going to be very many in the running for this one here, guys. So we're just going to go and I'm just going to use what we've got here. Wow, this is going to be a very, very small run of what we have. So Cal Liver saying, did you ever play Europa Universalis 4? Did you enjoy it? I have played it. I played the original. I absolutely loved it when it first came through. Yeah, so when with the first one really was, I found so inspiring. I haven't played much of 4 though. I played 1 and 2 a lot before I was doing YouTube, and it was just awesome. Like an incredibly good game, but it really wasn't something that I didn't play much of 4. And I think it's like those sorts of games. I do really like tactical battles, which is why like with Field of Glory Kingdoms, I really like taking that out into medieval and then playing the tactical battles out through there. Now, Cow Liver, you haven't actually written win. Did you want to be in the running for this? You don't have to take the prize if you don't want it, but we'll just give you a couple more seconds for people to just type in win if they want to be in the running. Michael's saying, hope them marbles are not too polished now, flying off the track. Yes. And Colin's saying, is that on YouTube, Daz? I'm not sure what you mean, which one we're talking about. Sorry, Colin. My marble squares is ZXM. So the physics of that game are actually very good, as in the marbles. Yeah, the marbles are great. Got a few more coming in. There we go. Okay, so I think we've now got everyone. So let's just go and grab it. So we're going to close it off here, guys. Grab the thing. So the game is Gladius. We've got the base game of Gladius to give away. Control C. Just go back in and Control V. It's only 20 people. Just go into find, replace all. There we are. Oh, Scramble. Sorry, Scramble. Yes, no, it's it will be on. No, I'm going to be streaming on their Twitch channel. That'll be Slytherin TV. Twitch.tv/Slytherin TV is where that will actually then be. That'll be in about an hour's time. So it's but yeah, it's very, very cool. It's a very cool game, and it's still in. There is a demo out at the moment, and I think the demo will sort of stay around. I'll just save where we are there. We've only got 20 players. Okay, so yeah, so Slytherin stream is on Twitch, yes, but it's the demo itself is very, very playable. It's very, very cool. Now marbles. Let's get marbles set up. Oh, Paul, I'll have to add you in separately. Actually, I might be able to just grab you from the list. Alex is saying, I realise I have Gladius in my library, take me off the list. No. You can still be in the running. You just don't have to take the prize. So you still be part of the fun. So yeah, don't ever feel like with these giveaways, you don't have to take them. You can just say, hey, sorry, I'll put it back in for another time. Because I always run out of games to give away as well. So for me, it's actually good to have people that decide not to take them because it allows me to then give them away another week. So no, it'll still be part of the fun. So not going to let you off that easily. So yeah, don't worry about that. All right, let's add the names. I'll just clear this one out. So now Paul's the only one we have to add, I think. I'll just go back out again to our list. Cavalec, there we are. All right, so we've got 21 players. All right, we'll lock that in now. Yeah, 21, that's good. Finish. Go back out. Grand Prix. We're going to choose... I'll play 3 maps today, just because I'm running out of time. And we've got 21. Actually, that's not bad. We're playing with bots. Going to autofill. Jarring Jolly Jewel, Risky Elusive Danger, and Amazing Airy Air. There we are. So, so Louis is saying, can I participate? You're not in the list. It's hard now. I have to go right back, and I'm running out of time. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to say no if you're not in the list already. It's going to add too much time. Sorry. Actually, no. I'll do it. I'll add you manually. But just make sure you're not in it. No, you're not. Okay, I'm going to do it in through here. So, so there we go. But we will. I should actually have a closing thing. Alright, go back out. Grand Prix. So we've now got 22. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so we've now got 22 in there with the bots. We've got that one through there, ready to go. If you're saying you're too kind, I am. I am way too kind. So let's go into it. So that's loading. All right, here we go. So we'll get started. Oh, hang on. That's wrong. Let's go back to the main menu. Grand Prix. Did bots. Autofill. I did click on bots. Oh, hang on. We just need 3. Autofill again. All right, there we go. All right, so good luck, everyone. All right, there we go. So we've got the, we just get started here. Yep, so we can sort of see that we've got groups sort of streaming down. So it looks like the first one out is going to be, who's going to be the first one through? Microwave. So Microwave is the first one to sort of hit the middle area. Lewis is coming in second. Chond is coming third. Matthew and Barbara, and then a whole heap of them are coming back into this one. So Microwave is still moving his way through the actual grouping through here. I don't know if people are going to fall off this one. I don't think they will. Microwave's caught up in those whirling blades, but he's now through. Chond is now coming in second, and Lewis coming in third. Microwave is now going to hit hit this area and tumble through. This is just, I don't know if this will slow anyone down. Like, everyone's so far behind. Unless there's some sort of diabolical thing. Here comes Chond and that now. So actually Tiny Mutant Squid has actually somehow zipped through. This is where we're going to sort people out. There's going to be people zipping off here, left, right and centre, I would guess. So Chond is now coming in second. Microwave has now dropped back to third. Got caught up in those blocks. No one's been popped off the limits just yet, but it will happen, I'm sure. Make it through here, I think you've won it. So I think Chond is now out in the lead. No one's actually flown off yet. Oh, Mastalith has. There we go. So Mastalith is the first one to exit, and Bubo has gone now as well. But Chond is now hit the area with Tiny Mutant Squid coming in second, Microwave coming in third. Got Paul coming in fourth. Going in at different angles. See if anyone else falls off. CB is away at the back. Microwave is the first one through. And potentially the winner. I think you've hit you've got a good run through there. Very, very good run. And this should be it. So Microwave has come back again. So big comeback. Chond's coming in second. And Microwave is the winner. There we go. So congratulations, Microwave. A good comeback. You were out in front. You then went behind, and then you came back again to win it. Chond is now coming in second. No one else is coming in even close. Matthew is back through there. Where's Lewis has gone right back to 8th. Been caught up in amongst all the other stuff. So the others are all still in the loop there. So Chond is now coming in second. Tiny Mutant Squid will then make it into third. Matthew will make it into fourth, I would guess. Actually, maybe not. Comes Castanar straight through. And it is Castanar in fourth. Matthew fifth. Alex coming in sixth. Colleen coming in seventh. And actually, Voodoo Dog, Lewis, and ZXM have all failed. And so we've only got a handful of winners here. So that's actually fairly cool. We'll just get the final results. Only 7 finishes. Wow. Okay, if we have a quick look at the Grand Prix scoring, that's fine. There's no weirdness happening in through there. So that was a good result. So next one is Dazzling Bizarre Circus. And we'll get started again. So down they come. Who's going to be the first one through? Microwave out in front again, along with Colleen as well. So Microwave seems to be having a good run this turn. See who comes through first. Bit hard to tell at this point in time. Tiger Us and Tiny Mutant Squid seem to be further down. Yeah, Tiger Us is bouncing through. Chond has now hit the lead with Tiger Us, Castanar, Barbara, Masterlith. Let me back through this little way through here. So Chond out in front. Everyone's sort of together in this run. Actually, Barbara's actually hit the lead now. With Castanar coming in second, Chond coming in third, Lewis coming in fourth, ZXM fifth. And they now hit this area. Castanar straight through. Lewis is coming in second with ZXM. And Castanar's made it through the dangerous area. And actually everyone up to Colleen has as well. Someone will get pushed off here, I'm pretty sure. Castanar out in front. Just keep on having a bit of a look back towards what's actually happening to see if anyone does fall off. Everyone seems to be making it through pretty easily. It's Castanar followed by Colleen, followed by Lewis, and then ZXM. Castanar coming through. Oh, this will sort people out. The big cannons. Oh, and straight through, and there goes Castanar. Will you make it? Lewis is gone. Castanar has made it to the other side. Colleen has made it to the other side as well. Let's have a bit of a look to see what's going on here. So everyone's sort of making it across with the cannons, which is good. Castanar straight through. Colleen's gone straight through. May take the lead here. ZXM has gone. Oh, actually, ZXM also looked like the sort of almost going to go straight down the central hole there. Hard to see who's who. Whoops! There goes CB. CB is actually still alive, and is the furthest. Oh no, Gyrox is now closest. Oh no, Barbara's actually made it through. Voodoo Dog's actually out through here as well. So we've got a few. We've got three. Colleen is potentially the first one through. Yep, Colleen wins. Okay, so Colleen's the winner. Here comes Barbara. And Microwave as well. Barbara fails, has fallen off. Actually, no, Barbara did finish. Microwave came in third, Original Intent fourth. So these are all finishers. Michael fifth, Voodoo Dog sixth. Cow Liver is coming in, is gone. Bubo is seventh. Voodoo Dog is finished in sixth there. Bubo got seventh. And who's going to come out next? We've got Cow Liver 8th, Matthew Logan 9th. And we've still got people lined up. Masterlith is going to get gobbled up, I would think. Being that far back, here comes Paul. Paul going for 10th. Yep, Paul got the 10th. There we go. Colleen is the winner. So congratulations, Colleen, on that one. We'll just go to the final results. So only 10 finishes in that one. And I've quick look at the Grand Prix scores. So Microwave is doing incredibly well here. 32 points. Next one down is Colleen with 26. 15 and 15 is the next two with Barbara and Chond. Anyway, last map. So Microwave is leading as we go through. Start the run. Start the run. Now, it's going to be hard to beat Microwave in this one. Let's Let's go and grab one of these. Actually, we are looking at microwave right here. We'll follow microwave through the oh, there goes cow liver. Cow liver's gone. Michael Dross is gone. A few of the others have gone as well. Microwave is still in it. Is anyone actually? Microwave is out in front with Matthew. Matthew's just hit the lead now. If microwave finishes, finishes in the top, probably the top 10, I don't think anyone can actually really beat him. Yeah, I'm not seeing Colleen. Colleen probably is the only one. There's Colleen way at the back there. Microwave is coming straight through. We've still got Matthew is still out in front, and microwave is still doing okay here. Along with Matthew. Matthew is actually in the lead. Sort of in we're in a plastic area at this point in time. Now this is where this could sort some of the others out. Now if microwave makes it through this area, he's probably won it, I would guess. So just keep on watching. Oh, nearly got thrown off. The others are coming through, but it won't matter much as long as he finishes. There's the finish line there. Matthew is out in front. I think. No one's really sort of gone beyond that one. Here comes actually, microwave's gone down a different loop. Got Alex, Original Intent, and Matthew all gone down that way, and they're making their way through. Microwave is coming through as well. I think Microwave is going to win this. Or maybe not. Original Intent has, Matthew, Alex has, there goes Chond. Microwave hasn't been able to hit the loop there. CB hasn't either. I'm not sure why that's the case. It's got a small, they're filtering back through. They're not actually large like the others. I don't know how the others got to have the larger balls. It looks like Microwave is not going to finish this one well at all. Colleen is actually coming fourth. This is going to be very, very tight. What an interesting... This map is really confusing. It is very confusing. All three of these are now caught. I don't think they're going to make it through. And even Paul has got a big marble coming through. These little marbles don't make it on this. Look at the size of Paul's marble. It's massive. And these guys are going to end up being wiped out right at the very last moment. Wow, what a finish. Like I was saying, rest in peace, I'm stuck. Yes, unfortunately, that was an interesting finish, actually, very interesting. Now, we don't know what the final result will be. We know that there's 0 points there for Microwave, and will Colleen have enough to peg back the lead? We'll just go straight to the final results, and we will then we'll finish the Grand Prix and see who the winner actually is. So coming in third is Original Intent. This is the big one. Coming in second is Microwave. Wow, I think Colleen's actually won it. Yeah, Colleen Hands won the actual thing. So congratulations, Colleen. That was an incredible finish there. Won by 4 points in the end. Wow, that's amazing. Original Intent coming in very close with the numbers there at the end with 30 points. So congratulations, Colleen. Commiserations there, Microwave. I thought you had it there for sure. I thought you absolutely had that one smashed. I'm just going to, if you can send me, Colleen, if you can send me a email, I can then send you through that's at ChatTactic.com. I'll just send you that one. So if you can just shoot me through an email, I can then go and send you out the key. But I think you got ripped off there a bit, Microwave Enthusiast. If you had a bigger marble, didn't polish enough, or didn't pump it up enough with enough air. But that was the trouble with that last thing. Anything that was a small marble didn't make it through. Interesting finish. If it had gone the other way, it would have actually worked out as well. So ZX7, at least it wasn't some $60 game. To lose like that is sad. Well, it is a $60 game. This is saying bye, Daz and chat, and thanks again for letting me to participate. Not a problem at all. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. As I said in about 3/4 of an hour, I'll be over on the Slytherin channel playing some Scramble. So that's on the Slytherin Twitch channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll